It's Emancipation 2014 and we're in our home village, Bedford. That's the village where our studios basically located. I'm out here with Lorianne. What is the name of the group?
BV Majorettes.
And where do you start, where do you end?
We start from the monument and end at the monument.
So you basically go around the village?
Yes.
Alright, how many persons we have a part of the...
28.
Alright, and persons from within the community are invited to join also?
Yes, they are.
What does Emancipation really signify, means to this group and the people of BV?
Well, it's a normal tradition, but this year we're thinking about the human trafficking, about the younger children. They're getting trafficked in the bush and wherever, what's not.
Thanks a whole lot. And up until what time you're going?
Up to 8:39.
Thanks a whole lot. All the best.
We're at the BV Community Center ground and I'm here with Reverend Adams. Tell us about some of the celebrations that you have going on here tonight.
This evening we are beginning the 176th anniversary of the abolition of slavery, and because BV was one of the villages that were bought by the ex-slaves, we thought it fit that to commemorate this occasion we will put on this activity to remember our foreparents and what they did. And so we are here this evening having the wheelbarrow where our foreparents pulled their money in the wheelbarrow and they pushed it down to buy the villages. And so what we are doing here this evening is having the wheelbarrow, and persons will put a donation in that wheelbarrow that will be used for the enhancement of the village, among other things. And we members of the Bethel Congregational Church, we have taken on this initiative because the slaves were mainly, they were first embraced by the congregational body. But in this village we have lots of other denominations, and so we have the Moravians, the Baptists, the AME Zion, and other Presbyterian, other denominations being a part of this evening's proceedings.
What does 176 years of freedom mean for the people of Bedford?
I hope it means something to us. I hope we realize that we have been freed from slavery 176 years. Have we embraced those years? Have we treasured the time our foreparents pooled their resources, and that's so important. In those days they only had coins, and in order to purchase the land that we are now living in, their great-great-grandchildren are now living on, they pooled all they had in a wheelbarrow. They count the money on the tamarind tree. That's why the tamarind tree is so significant. Put it in a wheelbarrow and push it to Massa to purchase the land that we now live on. So I hope we realize as a village the efforts of our foreparents and treasure the land and the legacy that they have given to us.
What would you consider to be the most significant part of the Emancipation celebrations?
I think knowing our history. A lot of our young people are not in tune with our history. I don't think they know. And I think if we bring them to the consciousness of what happened, what our foreparents did for us, and they take it seriously on board, I think we will have a far better younger generation, being more responsible and being more conscious of where they came from and where they need to go.
Those were the members of the BV Triumph Emancipation Group, and this year they will be dealing with human trafficking. Back to you, Handel.
Thank you, Rihanna. They're putting a wrap on our coverage of the activities in the village of Bedford. Now we're in the village of Buxton, and you all know that Buxton has a significant history when it comes to emancipation. Can you tell us about the libation that was done here at the monument this evening?
Okay, the libation that we pour is acknowledging our ancestors, those who have passed in their struggle, right? So we come every year at this time, we pour water in acknowledging them, they pour, cooling their anger, their consciousness, and acknowledging them, then we pour to oil. Oil represents substance and the light, so that the light will continue to shine, so that every generation will come in a richer increase. Okay? The calabash is in commemoration. In that time, that was instrument that they used, so we use it now as a commemoration, though technology is advancing. Okay? So we just, as we modernize things a little, is by putting in the glass, the oil and the water in the glass bottle, so that the fire will keep light. Okay? So that's the only modernization we bring it into our ancestor, like pouring of our libation.
Dr. Hines, good evening and welcome to AHGP's Emancipation Coverage 2014.
Good evening, Andel, and happy Emancipation on behalf of Buxtonians. Welcome to Buxton.
All right, tell us what is happening here in the village this evening.
Well, we just kicked off our celebrations here with the libation. It's an extended ceremony that lasted for 3 hours here in front of the monument. This Emancipation Monument was built in 1938 by Buxtonians to mark the 100th anniversary of the end of slavery. And so we come here every year, led by the spiritual church, the African spiritual church, to lead off our celebrations. As you notice, we have an array of drummers here. We have people dressed in the African attire. We have the children. We come here and we start our activity. And so we've been going for the last 3 hours.
What is next? You head to the road and what do you do there?
We move now to the line top and we'll have our cultural ceremony. This is when we have the dancers, we have poetry reading, we have drama, we have calypso, we have storytelling, kwekwe, Nancy story, the whole African experience. We're going to have at the line top. And we're going until 12, what we call August morning.
All right, thanks a lot, Dr. Hines. So there you had it. We were speaking with Dr. David Hines there, and he has quite a wealth of history when it comes to the village of Buxton. As he did mention, he'll be spending some time here in the village.
Thank you, Hanel. I'm actually here in front of Demico House in the Starbrook Market area, and I'm here with Adiola Lovell, and she's going to tell us of her emancipation plan this evening.
Okay, well, actually, I'm here tonight just to move off with a march. This is the final night before we actually celebrate emancipation. You know, all the time we're ushering it in. It's been about 4 days now since we started ushering in emancipation, right? So tonight we're going to walk from here to coffee, right? There we should have some nice food, kanki and everything, some metem, a little bit of everything. And the celebrations will continue there.
Let's say next 10 years from now, what do you hope to see the African community become?
Well, actually, you know, we have a lot of plans, but the only problem is the financial backing, so to put it, right? Because for the first few nights out here was not so, well, in comparison to the rest of the years then, you know, normally we would have a lot of stuff out here even to sell. But because the finance was not there, you know, we were not able to do everything that we should have been able to do. So I'm hoping that starting next year that we will be able to bring out back the food, you know, and well, I was told yesterday that we got some money and stuff, right? I'm hoping that we get more. So we'll be able to do more and we would get it earlier so we could start like from the beginning of the week, we'll be able to start. It's supposed to start 1 week before. I know we got to start late because of the finance, right?